Hi everyone. I'm Kylie Winkler. I work for NephCure. Welcome to our last session of Monday Motivation. It's hosted by Marc, Coronel, and Marcelo Peña. We've really enjoyed spending time with you guys throughout the month of April. I really can't believe it's the last session. I was just telling them. I feel like we just started talking about it and organizing this virtual series. So we're so glad you could join with us for the past weeks. And if you're new here, welcome. You don't have to join the past week, so we'll start fresh today. We'll be focusing on breathing techniques just to get your mind right, push away a lot of the anxiety that's built up over probably the month or more now that we've been in quarantine from the coronavirus. After, we'll do some breathing techniques. We'll do some stretches just to get the body loose, everything loosened up and feeling good. Questions are encouraged. So if you have questions for Marc or Marcelo throughout the exercises that we'll be doing, feel free to comment below and I'll make sure that they are relayed to them. And again, if you're first time joining us, welcome. I'll do a little bit of an introduction. Both Marc and Marcelo have personal connections to FSGS and they understand what a lot of you guys are going through right now. Marcelo is currently on dialysis and Marc is a recent kidney transplant recipient, and they'll both kind of talk to you more about their journey. And again, this session of Monday Motivation is brought to you by our COVID-19 sponsors, Retrophin and Pfizer. So we thank you both to them. And again, questions are encouraged, so I will be online keeping track of them. And right now, I'll turn it over to Marcelo.
What's up, my beautiful people? It's sad to see you go. It was awesome while it lasted, but I just like to get right into it. So again, we're gonna get weird. We're gonna get that blood moving, blood flowing. So I just want y'all to stand up, or if you're sitting down, sit down. You could do some face yoga. You know what I'm saying? Just move your neck a little bit. But if you're able to stand up, then I want you to shake. Just shake your hands. Move your feet a little bit. Just get that blood flowing. It's all about circulation if we want to get healthy, if we want to get to feeling better. So the more you do this, the better you'll feel. Like we said before, the breathing gets you primed, it gets you ready, loosens your body up for when I hand you over to Marc. And then Marc does his thing, you know, because that's his career. You know, he spent 15 years, I believe he said, you know, stretching and being an amateur boxer and just doing all this amazing stuff. So you're learning from professionals. So just jump around a little bit. Pretend you're jump roping or something. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. You know, just flow. You just want to flow with your body. Whatever feels right, just go with that. Whatever comes natural. Loosen the joints. This is a little technique that I like. It's called the Zen Swing. A lot of Tibetan monks and just ancients used to do this. So you just bend over a little bit and just swing. Let your body weight move. Everybody's different, so you just got to find your groove and stay there, live there. We'll do this for another few more seconds. Another movement that I love is the orangutan arms or gorilla arms. So this opens up the shoulders. You swing back and forth, opening those shoulder joints, just warming up the body, becoming physically stronger. This is exercise. This is a form of exercise. You don't feel bad if you feel like you're not doing it right, you're not following the instructor. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Again, like my friend Marc says, we gotta love ourselves. And by loving ourselves, that's how we love the world. Breathe normally. In, out. Let's cool down a little bit. In, out. You should drop your shoulders. Move your neck a little bit. And I think you're ready to breathe now. So let's get into the breathing aspect. The Wim Huff breathing method is what we're gonna do right now. And the way we do this is that I want you to be sitting down or laying down. You do not wanna do this if you're driving, standing up, because you might feel lightheaded because we're gonna get oxygen into places of the body and the brain that has never been before. So if you feel any sensations like tingling or lightheadedness, just relax. Just stop everything or just notice it and understand that those are just the symptoms. There's nothing wrong, but it might feel uncomfortable if you've never felt that before. So just relax. 30 breaths in, and in this technique, we're only going to use the mouth. In the last ones, we were using the nose. So this one is using the mouth, trying to get as much air into the body, and then you just let go. We'll do that for 30 counts, 30 times, and then we're gonna hold our breath. And just hold your breath as long as you can. If you can't hold it as long as the time says, it's okay, no worries. Do what you can, okay? All right, let's go, Kylie, let's do this. Again, I want you to be sitting down or laying down and just pay attention to your body. If you have any aches or pains, breathe into those. Just breathe, get all that oxygen into those. Breathe in, out, in, out. Fully in, let go. Fully in, let go. Fully in, let go. Keep going with that rhythm. Go with the flow. Fully in, get as much air when you breathe in into the body, into the system as you can. Just follow the guide. The guide is the breath. Fully in. While doing these breathing exercises, I have actually gotten to the point where I've gotten so much oxygen into my system and into my blood and became healthy enough that I was able to take myself off blood pressure medications. And mind you, I was on like 4 different kinds: labetalol, lisinopril, clonidine, just a whole bunch of medications for to control the blood pressure. And my doctors are amazed because they're wondering, what am I doing to do this, to take myself off of blood pressure medications, to take myself off of antidepressants and pain pills. So hold it. Now we're just gonna hold the breath. Again, if you can't hold it for the minute, just hold it as long as you can. It's okay. The more you do these, the more you'll get the hang of it and understand what it is that you're doing. But like I said, my doctors are amazed at what I'm doing, and they just want to know. And I do tell them so. I'm trying to build an online course for introduction to breathing for people so I could help individuals that are on dialysis or have chronic illness. Because the power of breath is endless. It's limitless. You can just breathe as much as you want to. Okay, in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fully in, hold the breath. Fully in and hold the breath for 15 seconds. Hold your breath. And if you can, make it conscious and breathe, force the air into your brain. If you can't, then it's okay. Don't worry about it. But just hold your breath and release. Okay, we're gonna do that same thing, same motion, same rhythm. Breathe in, let go. In, be aware of your breath. Remember that in this exercise, we're using the mouth only. By doing this breathing, we're actually raising the pH levels in the blood. You're changing the blood on a cellular level and making it more alkaline. If you don't do, when we do shallow breathing, that's also called acidic breathing. You're not fully getting the benefits of air, of oxygen into the machine, into your body. It's like a machine, you know? You want to put the right fuels, the right nutrients into the body. And oxygen is a nutrient. I just learned that not too long ago. That blew my mind. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last breath. Hold. I'm sorry. Hold it. If you feel lightheaded, tingling, it's okay. Like I said before, those are just the symptoms. But if it's uncomfortable, let go. Go back to normal breathing. This is the life force. Oxygen is the life force, and it's abundant. We live in abundance. The more we focus on the blessings and just the amazing world that we live in, that's what you'll start to attract. Try not to focus on what the news is telling you or all the negative stuff or toxic things happening in life. Understand that that's real and we have to be cautious of it, but don't dwell there. Breathe, move. That's the best way to get rid of anxiety, stress, depression. I've been through so many surgeries, so many procedures, so many medications, and I've seen many doctors about all this stuff. And honestly, none of them could help me with it. I'm not saying that doesn't help you, but for me, it didn't help. Again, we're gonna hold the breath and you're just gonna hold it for 15 seconds. If you can't hold it, it's okay, let go. So fully in, keep it. Just hold it. This is pure energy. This is what our ancestors called prana. The Koreans call han. The Polynesian people call mana. In Asia, it's chi. You could feel it. And I hope that it does make a difference for you. You finished the rounds, and I'm proud of you. I'm excited that you got this far and you joined me in our mission, and I just wish you all the best, for real, because I know what it's like to go through with dialysis and all this chaos. So I'm gonna pass you over to my friend, almost like a brother, Marc, and he's gonna take you into the stretching. It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcelo. That was amazing, man. I really, really appreciate that, man. I really tried to hold. I couldn't really hold for too long. I was under the weather last week, and I'm still trying to recover. So what I want you guys to do is to continue on with Marcelo's version of the hugging yourself, so that we can get right into the stretching part. Wow, my lungs feel warmed up. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate that. So what I want you guys to do is keep doing this about 5-10 more seconds to get that blood circulating through the whole body. Good. And what I want you to do is I want you to go overhead and I want you to reach for your toes, okay? Reach for your toes. So we get right into here. Hold that. Good. You're going to hold that for about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to come up, and then you're going to drop again and hold that. Sorry, I'm trying to get the angle where it gets my whole body. Good, good, good. You're going to hold that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to come up. You're going to come up. Good. Come up. You're going to inhale and exhale right back down. Good. Now, similar as the techniques that Marcelo was doing, I want you guys to also do those breathing techniques while you do the stretches, because I get so invested in the stretches that I forget to tell you guys to breathe. But that is one of the key things about stretching and elongating your body is actually the breathing part. So let's get right back into doing that again. You're going to hold, come up, breathe, inhale, and exhale right back down. Good. Good. You're going to hold that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And what I want you guys to do now is I want you guys to get on the ground. I'm going to do some ground stuff before we get up to the top. So what I want you guys to do now is I want you guys to extend your left leg and bring your right leg in. And you're going to reach for your toes, okay? Right into here. Hold it for about 5 seconds, and then we're going to come back up and then go right back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to come up, inhale, and then exhale back out. Good. Now remember, you got to stay in your zone. This is where we have to contribute to our mind and really work out that mindset. You know, this is where I find a very good, you're going to come right back up. This is where I find my zone, my yin and my yang is when I'm going through a situation or just anything. I love to stretch. I love to do these breathing exercises and techniques, and it's really good for just for your body to just get up and moving. So today I want to emphasize that we're going to do everything for 3 to 5 sets. So you're going to come up. This is going to be the third. So for your legs, I really want you guys to focus on 5 sets. Good. This is the 4th. And just emphasizing on that, you know, physical ability to the body is one of the, it's actually, this is my therapy. You know, if I didn't have boxing or anything like that, I would have probably been somebody else on as a FSGS patient. So this is definitely my outlet, you know. You guys are going to come back up. Good. And then come back down. Make sure you guys are breathing. Good, good. Just hold that. Stay in the presence with the self, you know, understand self. This is my structure, and structure is the roadmap to hope. So as long as I got my structure and stretching, this is my actual focus for life, that there's hope in the world, that I can still move my body, you know. Let's get right into butterfly. So what you guys are going to do is try to open up those hip flexors. I want you guys to move in a little bit and just zone, you know. This is it. This is what it's about. This is what we've been teaching you guys, both with the breathing and the stretching, is just to elongate your body, open up the blood vessels, you know, and just zone in with self, you know. As a former athlete, and now that I'm older and I take yoga, it's really about keeping this here aligned, getting your mind, your body, and just your all around souls, you know, and just breathing through it, you know. So just stay here and just breathe. Take it all in. How's everybody's week going? How's your day going? You woke up this morning, you're blessed. You know, I'm blessed, you know, we're all blessed, but you know, some of us fighting this illness, you know, have it hard, but there's always a brighter day, I tell you. I always look forward to a brighter day because sometimes my body just couldn't take it. I want you guys to come up, inhale and exhale. And I want you to push now on your knee, placing your elbows on your knees. And I want you to push down and just open up those those hips, okay? Good, good. I would always ask my doctor, hey doc, is it still good to exercise and stretch? He said, sure, just don't get dehydrated, but you also got to watch out your water intake. So that was a catch-22 for me because I didn't understand what that meant. But what he meant was do everything in what's the word I'm looking for? Do everything in based on limits. I didn't know my limits, and that's one thing as a former dialysis patient and just fighting kidney disease. I didn't know my limits when it came to my physical attributes. And what happens is when you work out and exercise too much, we're gonna come up and do it one more time. Inhale, exhale. Is when you work out too much, your creatinine levels will give false readings. And if some of you guys don't know that, that's one thing that I learned through this whole process of kidney disease is I worked out too much that my lactic acid started to build up. My creatinine was, my kidneys were working way too hard and it would give me 0.5, even 1 over my actual number. So breathing and stretching is a good way to not try to tap into really overexerting your creatinine levels. You know, that's one thing I didn't know just because it was my therapy. We got one more to go, okay? Inhale, exhale. And now that I got the opportunity to enjoy water for the very first time, it's amazing. I'm about 3 gallons in to 4 a day. And it's just the ability to able to drink that much water and work out again. You know, I look forward to even just today to speak on what my 10-year journey fighting FSGS was like and being able to present this to you guys. So what I want you guys to do now is bring that left leg and bring it around you, okay? We're gonna get right into pigeon pose. Here you go. You're gonna feel that in your hips still, good. So making sure you're breathing, you know, you're staying in tune, you're aware of your surroundings, you're aware about yourself. That's number one, first and foremost. You know, we gotta take care of this temple. This temple is this is all of you, the universe, you know what I mean? We are ourselves, you know, and I love to emphasize this because when I was speaking to you're gonna hold it, come up if you can. This is where my transplant site is, so it's a little bit hard for me to come all the way up and come right back down. Good. Speaking to this, I was on a call with the hospitals, and I was on this conference call, and that structure is a roadmap to hope really stuck with me, and I want to really emphasize that with you guys, is because since I heard that, I've really tried structuring my life through quarantine, you know, because it's just it gives me something to do instead of just sitting still and going in my own thoughts and thinking negative, because you know that's also hard on the body, that being negative. You guys are gonna come right into here if you can. If you can, you can stay right there. There's no pressure. None of these exercises, this breathing, these stretches are all how everyone has their own levels as far as fitness and the way their body is acclimated to working out, you know. Just like everyone on who's a patient has different medications they take. Our bodies are all different, okay? You're gonna come right back up. Come right back up. Sorry, I can feel the stretch in my transplant area. Good, this is the last one. Good. So again, like I was emphasizing, we all take different types of medication. While I was a dialysis patient, I was taking some phosphorus pills to make sure that it can manage my phosphorus. You're gonna switch sides now. Oh, this is pretty tight. I haven't moved my body in a week, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick update why I wasn't on last week. I felt ill and it was very paranoid for me because I'm a fresh transplant. And, you know, with all the news that's going on, I psyched my mind and thought I had the coronavirus, but what was actually happening was I had low WBC, which is low white blood count, which then also gives you certain signs and symptoms. And it's also very dangerous with what's going on with the pandemic and everything like that. So I was Googling my signs and symptoms, because after getting my lab, and they gave me a Neupogen shot, which is to raise my white blood cell count. And there's also side effects to that: bone pain, feeling chills. So this whole week I've been fighting somewhat of a flu, but it was just, the reality is my low white blood cell count was low, which really affects the body. So it's amazing how you guys are going to come up. Good. It's amazing how the human body works. If one thing is off, and it plays a vital, I mean, everything in our body is designed to be vital, but there's certain things and others that are just, you can't overlook. White blood cell count, red blood cell count, SpO2, which is oxygen, the kidneys, the heart, the lungs. These are all things that are, that a lot of people overlook. And you guys are going to come right back overhead, that we take for granted until you're actually in the situation that you're in. And then we say, well, what do we do now? This is all preventative. A lot of this stuff, stretching, breathing. For Marcelo, it dropped his blood pressure, which is amazing. I think that online course that he's doing now is amazing, that we have a structure from people like him who understand what people like us go through. Even as an FSGS patient, he has my support 100%, because this is something that we really need to emphasize with our community, with the NephCure backing us and giving us this opportunity to do these stretches. You're gonna do this one more time. Inhale, and then exhale, come down if you can. I'm gonna stay here so I can keep sharing my train of thought about my wellness and health. And his opportunity to share his breathing techniques, and it lowered his blood pressure, is great. I've seen a difference. I've seen a difference within myself of doing these breathing techniques. And because I still am on medications, but I'm willing to try it and work with my doctors to see, hey, is it lowering my blood pressure to do this breathing, like it did for Marcelo? But I know that all now you guys are gonna hug this way. You guys are gonna hug this way. So for today, I want you guys to, we're gonna only focus on lower extremities. I know a lot of us are at home sitting down, and we don't really gotta do the upper body. We did a lot of the upper body today, but I really wanna focus is on the lower, okay? Extend one right leg, bring the left leg and come around. We're gonna hold that about for 10 seconds, and then we're gonna switch, okay? But I wanna make sure you guys emphasize that you guys do speak with your doctors about these stretches. Are they good for me? Or are these breathing techniques good for me? And really test that ability to do that, Our body wants to keep moving, but with guidance of, some people like Marcelo, who is actually studying this whole thing on a day-to-day basis, and had the opportunity to actually, move forward and get that blood pressure down is amazing. There's no medications, there's no strenuous activity. It was all just getting oxygen to the body, and that's great. That's amazing, Good. We're gonna extend our our left leg, bring your right leg in and turn. Good. Good, hold that, perfect. Good. So we're coming towards the end of our stretching and breathing technique for the month. I hope this was really helpful for you guys. I really hope that this really changed the way you view your body, from hearing it from two patients on both spectrums of the table. One on dialysis, one post-kidney transplant, and it just gives you a wide variety of experience of two individuals who were here for the month to contribute to the community that means so dear to our hearts. It just means a lot that the FSGS community can really progress, and I really thank the NephCure Foundation for doing that, to be able to offer these curricular activities like stretching, mental health, I mean, just the whole structure. I've been keeping up, and this is amazing because what I can share from my personal experience, not that many organizations are doing this kind of thing. So you're gonna go right into here, and I'm gonna end on the right side, and I hope you guys have a good day, okay? You're gonna push on the right side and push down. What I learned about different organizations is the offerings to patients, you know, the offerings to people like us, like me and Marcelo, who are facing FSGS, you know. This is our lives, you know, this is our day-to-day lives where we need to constantly improve ourselves, you know. You're going to extend that. You're going to bring this one in and push down as well. So yeah, as I was saying, that's just great to be with an organization that really does offer these opportunities for people like us, you know, the people behind the scenes to connect with these medical companies like Retrophin, and really find these stages where we can hope to end all cure for FSGS patients and other rare diseases out there, you know. That's a blessing, you know, and I'm very thankful for the NephCure Foundation for what they have done for me, you know. Good. So what I want you guys to do now for the last 30 seconds is just sit with me, and just, you know, just catch your breath, see how you feel, check in with yourself, and just unwind and relax. I know it's early in the morning on the west, it's midday in the east, and just unwind and really think about collectively as a whole what we've talked about and discussed. Now slowly open up your eyes. I hope you guys had a great session with us today. I look forward hearing to the comments. If you have any feedback, I'd love to know, me and Marcelo. And Kylie, thank you very much. I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate your time and effort. Really, you guys put a lot into these past 4 sessions over the month. So we really appreciate you sharing your talents and your insights with our entire community. And if you missed any of the 3 prior sessions, they're on our YouTube page, so we can check them out. But thank you so much, Marc and Marcelo. We really, really, really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you guys.
All right. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.